Here we go. It's Haven. It's the classic. It's the classic. We got Protect the VIP. Protect the VIP. And just the normal Haven comp. So I like it. Who starts on what? Guard start on attack? Okay, it's the classic. Now, last time we watched this, M80 in my opinion could approach this a lot better. Hopefully they've watched the demo. I'm expecting better things.
Saw them lose 13-11 on map 1. Can they reset? Let's send it over to our casters, Dustin Schiff, to find out.
Yeah, you know, they pulled it off last time around after the guard, but it felt like
okay, let's quickly read Yampi's story. So he was coming home from Netherlands, coming with the nice thin air, of course, okay? Hashtag ads. He has his boarding pass and he's going to the gate for his boarding. When he goes, they tell me that the ticket is not viable because there's some kind of error, so they send you to some desk. Okay. Then they look at your ticket and they say it's not valid. Then after that they give you a new ticket and they give you a business class ticket. So they just give you a free upgrade. Nice, Yampi. Just straight up free upgrade. For free? That's good. That's like one of those things that you see in movies, but actually doesn't happen in real life. So, honestly,
but every loss they have had, they have gotten at least 10 rounds, and they've pushed it into overtimes or gotten 11 rounds.
Okay, M80 on defense, the guard on attack. Thank you for the story, Yampi. Glad you had a good flight.
Yeah, the biggest thing is in this head-to-head, up until they beat M80 just the last time these two teams had played,
classic
11-13
guard
losses,
wall
so just kind of
with a 3-person behind push. Turret spotting.
M80. Little pistol round sneakiness getting up into B window already.
Whoa, you're a confident guy. Maybe a little bit too confident, some would say there.
The stove's hot, don't touch it. He didn't have a choice to.
It's also sticky and green.
Yeah, he got shoved onto it with no way to get off, like a fly trap. As we are going to see the guard just rolling through right now. All of them still standing, except for Jonah P. He finally got taken out by Koala Noob.
Good smoke, keeps him alive. Counter fault line as Tex tries to do the same thing, but Koala Noob does collect the kill. So now 3v3, Valen.
Wait, you got one? Oh, Valen did great to get one here. Koala's still doing damage. That's a big kill. Koala's got to do it all. Has to be an ace. Oh, kind of a spoiler there, but here we are. Guard, get pistol. In terms of this, it's 1-2 for the pistols. That's a bad 2. 1-2 for the pistols.
They have such a high success rate. I think it was over 70% if I'm not mistaken. They're very close to it for Ascension. And again, it's nice to see them come out.
You once had a free upgrade for business class as well? Dude, I swear this doesn't happen, chat.
Theirs for the taking, and they kind of fumbled the ball. You kind of wonder where their mental would be at coming out of their bat pick, their home turf, and that they're so good on, that they were so nearly going to make the comeback on before that ruling final round. But seems like they've been able to shake it off. That was a very clean pistol. Up 1-0. A little bit of investment from 80 though here. They got the Marshall Koala Noob.
Yep. This is the exact same setup, actually, weapon-wise, that M80 did on their defensive ascent. Jonah P flashing in, Trailblazer to follow, does see John Cutie, and actually connects onto him in the corner, so he's stuck there.
Whoa, Jesus. Where are we? Prius is trying to transform us to a different world on the spaceship.
Their problem was defense. They were only getting like 4 or so rounds defensively, and so teams were able to make comebacks on them all the time when they switch sides. So I think the big thing for me, Shift, that I'm going to watch is the guard needs to come through with the strong attack, which they're usually good for, but the big tell is going to be how they treat the defense in the second half, I think.
Okay, nothing too big on this buy round. It is a rifle. Then we kind of got 3 people that honestly they don't mind losing. The wall contact into this one, Xander, that's incredible unlucky timing. He's going to come back and be like, what the hell is going on here? One more passing on site, 2 more passing on site. Okay. Honestly, it could have gone a lot worse in my opinion.
Leaving Koala Noob by himself.
Yeah, just a Marshall to
the cameras, yeah, don't worry, chat. They'll sort out production on it.
Plenty of time to get in good post plant positioning. They have one long watching the flank. That'll be net. Everyone else on site. Koala Noob trying to see if he can find himself a fight, but they are not going to give him a 1v1. They swing together. Jonah P with the hat trick. That's going to be a 2-0 start for the guard.
Oh yeah.
Looking to get a rhythm early here after a tough first map loss. It's going to be a pretty hefty bonus here for the guard.
Yeah, so the pistol buys a rifle into this one, so the bonus is decent. We can definitely say that.
there's still ways that the guard have made that work plenty of times with this setup compositionally. So this kind of adds to the firepower boost here on this bonus. Big round early here for M80. Trying to get their defense set up in certain regards, and EU's actually going to pop
The
it
turret, wasn't it just badly placed?
Bit of a wild card.
I thought we saw the back of it. Wasn't it literally like, where is Garage?
Very strong with
Was it not just like this?
Surprised. We actually have seen him break it out
Like
in the
that's the
lower bracket
180
a couple
line.
of times in these playoffs on a couple of different maps.
Oh, Xander up top as the hit
Xander
towards
did
B
great.
starts to make
Mate,
himself
Xander's been
known.
very good.
Nano Swarm's also in. John Cutie giving himself a bit of separation. Counter, actually, utility from EU gets a lot of information, but the follow-up is not good enough to actually collect the kills. So we go to a 3v3, and the spike will make
Okay,
its
they go
way
all the way
through
over
B
towards
onto
C,
a wide-open
and the
C side.
VIP is still alive.
A round that M80 seemed to be in control of for a moment has now slipped through their fingers as a spike, as you said, will make its way to C side, and we're on equal footing right now as far as man count. Now the health is looking a little bit grim, particularly on Valen.
He's waiting for the
But
A push
outside
right
of
now.
that,
He
the
has
Guard
one
have found
molly.
themselves in a
That's
chance
a
to win. That's a
huge
great off
kill.
angle from net. That's so beautiful.
The other thing to keep in mind is only one
Whoa,
snake bite here, so
okay,
you've
that's
gotta
how you're going to be
force
doing
yourself
this
to
one.
play close
EU
towards
wanting to
site.
save the Odin. What a great
And
start
that
for the guard.
will
They get the
3 in
bonus.
total,
Money's out of
and
control.
EU will
3
not
people
be
staying
interested
alive.
in going for
Perfect.
this. Huge
Perfect,
start for
perfect
the
round.
Guard. They're gonna win their bonus.
Because we've got some time,
And
I'll
again,
just
that
draw
is
the
what
money.
Guard are so
2-9
good
for
at, is
everyone
those
here,
mid-round
and then obviously
pivots.
3,000 for
When the
everyone
going gets
that
tough
won
and
this
their
one.
initial game plan seems to falter. They are so good
Armor
at calling
rebuy.
the audible. They're
And then
so
gun
strong in
rebuys.
mid-round, and that has been
What's
their
that on
strength.
4?
As much as we,
Okay,
you
that's
know,
an
talk
armor
about
rebuy as
M80's
well.
strength being just their explosiveness and how aggressive they can be. For the Guard, if I had to pick one thing that really sets them apart, it's their ability to audible. And that was just amazing how they slipped off of what was kind of a grueling time on B initially when Koala gets to double up. But then they respond in kind. I think, you know, it's a big kill from John Cutie that kind of helped them find a way through Link. And they get the job done. They convert the bonus. They're up 3-0.
And EU's going to go into another Odin. So, bit of a force buy situation here for M80.
Saving for
They're
op,
still
maybe?
thinking about it.
Is anyone
There you go,
saving for an
pistol
op?
upgrades.
2-9 on top of this? Yeah.
Depends on which pistol you like.
Straight up C hit,
Two
they do
SMGs,
it. They
and then the
do it
opening
well.
Odin over
I like this
towards
from the
Acer.
guard. I can't remember what
No one
happened
on C
last time.
once again, so
Oh,
this will be
damn! Out
a
of all of the
wide-open
mollies they
site.
follow,
That
this is the one.
just doesn't quite get over
And
the
are we
awning,
stuck
but
in
again,
this?
pretty negligible.
Felt like we're stuck in it.
As the spike will be planted down for Jonah P, who will earn Seekers with this.
Yeah, it's just kind of a gamble round for M80 where they spammed sewers.
What was I going to
with
say?
the
I
Odin
think the
and
guard
tried
have
to
really
push
changed up
down
how they
through. Nothing
played.
was there, though,
Because
so
last time I
forced to play the
feel like they hit a
retake
lot of
with
A's, and it
Odin.
feels like if I look at the
Quality
last
does
2
have
rounds, M80
ball
really
out,
won that
though.
one round where they shut down A heavy.
Valen in trouble. Well, Trent gets 2. Also shuts down the knives that were out for Koala. John not done yet, though, but has to kind of be held back just a touch. Paranoia Aftershock holds the front line. Net getting another through the backside of mid. John
Mate,
Cutie
Net's looking good at the moment.
Only dropped 1, now up 4-0.
I'll tell you what, man, there was
Net's
any
looking
fear
kinda
at
clean
all
in
about
all
the
of
Guard's
these
mental
duels.
state after the loss that they just took on the first
Second
half.
buy
I feel
run
like
coming
that is
in,
now a
and
dead storyline. They
there is
look
some big
fine.
ults
They're
up. If they get this
up
orb
4-0.
as well, they got the
They
killer
are
combo
cruise control
of
on this
Killjoy
attacking
ult
side.
to
They
clear the
control
site, and then
every
Viper
single
ult for the
round. There's
afterplant.
Very few moments they've looked behind. Besides that one double kill at the front of B in the 3rd round, everything else has been the Guard, it seems. They look fired up right now, but we are going to see M80 back to a full buy claw with the operator.
Okay, now they're going
but
back
he's
over
not
towards
gonna
A.
find a
Koala's
target
got his
early
op
here.
up, as we can
Where
see,
do you
that's
think
his
that
B.
A for Guard?
Just
Into
early
the
watch
drone.
through mid. Al drone scouts
He
out
wants
a little
to
bit
own
of
the
pressure
flash.
over from the Guard's point of view, and Nismo inside the dark cover.
It's a nice trade. They're always going to go into that. Nicely done. I like that. I like how the Jet enters fast as well, so the Omen can trade.
The
Pass him
Guard
with
in
the
that same
smokes.
instance, they've gained control of sewer because of that backup, and though
Jonah
they Jonah
P to
P to lurk, he's actually looking for a couple, and oh, he gets a bit of a lineup.
Holy
Coleman
hell.
shuts it down, and there's
See him
short
just
utility for
clapping.
John Cutie to
That was
contest over
incredible.
towards C.
Damn, that was
And that was just
that
icing
was
on the cake.
really
He was just
clean.
left there
What
to be
the
a
hell?
disturbance. He's created way more than a lap. He has
I mean, yeah,
caused
it was
tidal
literally
waves
just meant to be
roll through.
pressure
It's
for
now
the
as he
fake.
has
He wanted to just
the
take a
net
jewel,
advantage,
and
what is
then
seemingly gonna be a
yeah,
free C side with that Viper
he
stick
did
going
that.
down. We're not going to see really a challenge.
John
from
takes the
John Cutie.
timing.
Trying to sneak out
He's gonna be able to
around
look
the
at this Viper ult.
platform. Trying to
Nice
get
pings.
lucky
Who's
with
this? Who's this
Span, and
MVP
boy,
teammate?
does he. That's Viper spit down.
Lockdown gets put in its place, but you can see Koala Noob is on the move over with that elimination, giving them a chance to possibly contest this post plant through C-Long. Dark cover gets placed right on top
only
of the
one
spike.
smoke. Wait,
Lockdown will
only
expire.
one
Here
smoke
comes
to
the
block
check.
this, so they can get half.
Koala Noob would have to hit a shot here immediately.
Smoke
He's
goes
actually
in.
gonna hop on for the
They
defuse
get
initially.
half.
It's John Cutie in the corner. Wait a second, Koala Noob gets this to half. John gets 1. This surely cannot happen. Someone's got to hop on.
Damn, nicely done, bro. Holy hell. I was not expecting him to win it like that. Nice TP across, so they didn't know where he was. Element of surprise. Loved how he played it. Man, the guard are back. The guard have bounced back big time on this. They're looking great. Timeout coming in, happy.
So he decides
Potentially
to
not
drop off
happy.
Of it, but that kind of opens the door back
he's
open
never
for Guard
happy.
to kind of get their fights through long if they want. But man, Jonah P, what a lineup frag. John Cutie equally impressive immediate frag on Trent for Viper's Pit to get forfeited, but good counter lockdown right away to still kind of control
Valen,
the
yeah,
site.
he was giving it.
Valen winds up with 3 when it's all said and done.
He slips in his chair, bro.
And so the Guard are fired up and for good reason. They have a massive lead building here on Haven.
Oh, yeah.
Both teams are doing work on their opponent's home turf is kind of what's happened so far this series, right? I mean, M80 really probably have been the best team in North America, you know, on this map. But the Guard getting the better of them. The Guard, of course, being the best Ascent team, got bested there. And so it has been interesting to see how this plays out. And it only gets more interesting realizing that Bind's next, a map that M80 has never played.
Yeah.
So we're in for a fun time. It's not fun for them. I'm sure they're stressed out there on the stage. Again, they have so much on the line. I mean, people, you have to think, we have been playing
We're watching China
for 5
qualifiers. Yeah,
months now.
we continue with China qualifiers tomorrow.
mid-season
What is it
tournaments,
tomorrow? It's the last
playoffs,
best
you
of
name it.
threes
We've been
tomorrow,
through
right?
it.
2
We
best of
came down to
3s,
6
lower
teams.
bracket kind of games.
2 from North
And
America,
then we're
2
into the
from
best
Brazil,
of
2 from
5s. So
LATAM.
yeah, we've got the Chinese
We've
games tomorrow.
battled through group stages. We battled through playoffs, and there's one spot available.
I'm looking forward to it. See what the
VCT
third
season
team is.
next year and the year thereafter. And it's all down to this crazy rivalry between these 2 top North American teams that has waged all year long for such a big prize.
Oh, and Dust, take a look at this.
Koala
defensive
saving for the
setup.
op
It's
again.
A lot of stingers with 1 hero rifle, but look at M80 already making their
4-person
play up
push.
towards A lobby.
It's the classic.
Net trying to
Net's
hide in
been
the corner.
doing great.
If he gets 2, that
Wait.
would be incredible. 1 would maybe even be fine, but no, it's a full swab up through.
Oh yeah.
That would be a 1-for-1 exchange.
He was a little bit
Would be
far behind
collected.
here. Didn't want to get
Spike
caught
wave
off, so he
play on by
uses
teleporting
his
towards
ult.
C should be a pretty
It's a
quick
good plant for long.
Yeah, again, the Guard pretty good at the snap reaction. They read how many numbers were coming through A. They knew that they needed to immediately pounce on the opposite side of the map for the plant. It's going to be a 4-and-4 post plant. They still have a slight firepower advantage. There is lockdown available, though, for John Cutie, but really just pushing them to long C wouldn't do them much good, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. So this would have to come from the front here if you're M80. Trent just staying in his poison cloud, looking for someone to come through. Fault line lands, but Trent doesn't get seen. No one checks this tight corner. Oh my goodness, he's gonna blow the
Oh
wide
my
open.
god.
He's gonna blow, no!
Dude, how the hell did Koala get that kill though?
Shot
What
from Valen
the?
at range. Still keeps the numbers in favor of the Guard, and there's no chance for John Cutie to follow up.
Bro, that play from Trent
Well, they weren't sure if he wasn't on as well. He goes down, right?
Of what you think is going to
Yeah.
be a great season finale to
Ended
your
up being good
favorite
damage,
show,
but
and you'll
honestly, with the
find out
money,
that there's
I
actually
mean,
just another season
sure.
coming, you get no answers.
Spin-off season, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No
I mean,
Killjoy ult
he
there. They
seemed
wanted
like
to
he
save it
was
for the big
about
buy
to
rounds.
just
It would have been a little bit
destroy
too
that
bold,
play,
honestly.
But he winds up only getting 1. But then Valen says, "It's okay, Trent. I'll take care of this."
I mean,
Gets the
Koala. It
job
feels like
done.
Koala hit a crazy
Valen has
shot.
been so key in late round situations for the Guard squad. He's a pretty decent fragger as far as IGLs go. While you're not going to see him top in the charts when it comes to, average damage per round, ACS, things of that nature, he was number 4 in clutch percentage in both all of Challengers and so far in Ascension. And while that wasn't technically a clutch, it's still coming up big.
Recon
a
goes
big
in,
late round
smoke
moment.
behind
Yep.
it. They clear all of A and they get one person if they want to hold it. As we can see, gambling over towards B. No one here. And they walk into B. These are the good mollies. Cover both corners. So you gotta wait. Gotta respect them.
Here at B, the alarm bot doesn't actually get hit though, so the moment of vulnerability coming through. Lockdown
Oh
spent
man,
immediately, but
this is
the
a
spike does
strong
get
after
planted.
plant setup.
And now
It's down to these
big
2
hit
behind.
through A lobby.
Oh my god, did the boombot cover him up?
Guard get a perfect read on it. No one
Did the
pushed it through
boombot
the
block his
lockdown.
vision?
Even though it does get destroyed, the numbers holding significantly with the Guard's post plant. Qualnoob working on it, but now he's just by himself for what would have to be a 1v3 alert from Tex. Very well made, just catch him off guard as Qualnoob's just trying to hold on to this operator.
He is. A jump peek's going to happen. It baits out the first shot. Koala trying to play inside the smoke. He's trying to be as crafty as he can be. He does get
I
the
mean,
kill
fair
with
play,
Classic.
man.
Now, the
Like,
push
how
to
is
the side,
Tex
but the
meant
opposite,
to
he tries
expect that
save
with an
it.
op, he's gonna
He
push
might just
forward
get
with
away
a
with it.
classic?
There are a couple of players I think potentially still
That was
that
honestly pretty cool.
Threat, but Looks like he will carry it over. But man, oh man, the guard up 7-0. And
yeah, I love the decision making there. I mean, and he's
they started on attack.
Doing all right. No rounds though.
10 of the 12 games they've played on this map this year, and they've always been able to put together a pretty solid attack.
You've got 4 ults. You're up against knives only. The attack op comes out.
They may not have to play much defense the way this half is going.
They really need to win a round. The guard have done a good job at being pretty much everywhere.
They need this round. Yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or buts
They've
about it.
really mixed it up.
This one was a nice to have. This one is a must for sure.
Indeed.
You just can't go down 8-0 in another situation where you're likely going to be low in economy. So yeah, I agree with you there, brother.
It's gotta happen.
3-person walk down middle.
For Nismo and Xander, the offense hasn't committed yet, even to getting past a lobby. Ned is aware of a potential early flank, but I don't know if he's aware of this early of a timing into window that Xander's gotten through.
Kwanu misses a slight timing here.
The timing here is outrageous. They don't walk contacts onto A though, do they? Yeah, okay, I was gonna say. He's a dog. Koala is in for a rough time.
And now they know about Koala.
Yep.
Nice shot. Oh, it's from that aiming guy.
This will lead to a plant.
3v4, they gotta retake. VIP's alive. Smoke's here. You gotta kind of go through heaven or behind. Or you gotta wait for this smoke and go.
For M80 and Nismo. Although he has not pulled his hands up yet, just trying to clear some space immediately. And wait a second, they may try to get the opening kills first and then use it to try to block out the post plant deep. But the problem is that problem, you've got to find the kills first. And even though there's a trail out shock dart to find one.
Yeah, and they gotta save the guns because they got not too much here. They can't even consider thinking about their util. They got to consider getting around first.
Crossing sewers before Quadnu can catch them with the operator. Now, while he was kind of the snake in the grass to get one frag from long, that was all he was allowed before the guard grabs sight and get the spike down. Net shuts down the mid flank. He was eyeing it the entire time. He was always wary of it. He was able to get the job done, and the guard have put together
second time out for M80, last
so
one for them.
far one of their best attacking has of the entire year. We did see them get 9 attacking rounds last time they played M80 in the upper bracket semifinals just 5 days ago, and they are on pace to perhaps do even more this time around.
Yeah, they're about ready to get 9 through 9 rounds here, Dust. I mean,
that's pretty darn good. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm no math scientist, but
yeah, it was one of those ones where when they faced off each other last time, it was like M80 was better than any of these teams.
I'm a little bit biased because I've watched more of both of these teams, but at least from
all their rounds were kind of on
my eye test, I feel like both of these teams look better.
Around, the guard has not allowed them to even find any signs of life along the timeline. You know, they have just blanked it out 8-0.
But again, I've only watched
this is looking
like
quite grim
3 maps of no 5 maps of bleed. I think.
You know, going for them. The problem is Bind's up next. That could be a potential huge problem, depending on whether they have something secret in store for us or something like that, because they haven't played it yet this year. And again, I have to just credit the resilience of the guard to make a crazy comeback effort, get so close to doing it. In my opinion, they dropped the ball the final round. I think that was a big error on their part. But they just shook it off, man.
Yep, sure did.
Taylor Swifted their way into an 8-0 series on this map. See what I did there?
Yeah, sure did. She's dropping a lot of music right now. Lots of old music. That's new again. Very relatable reference.
Well,
I never said thank you.
Well, it was implied, I think.
I'm here for that. Uh-oh. Hold on a second here. Actually, Tex drops the scope at the exact wrong time.
I got a little bit lucky with that, to be honest.
Here. They're going to put Koala in position with
Koala did have enough for this, but he wants an op.
But this is the one spot.
But he's got 50 armor. He might get an op here. Well, kinda. 20.
Almost did.
Depends which way you look at it. 22 HP survives that one. Any other gun probably wins that.
As Tex will be able to run away. Get some regrowth.
How about this? Offense throwing some fake over towards A. Spike has not left the C side of the map yet. From the shadows gets called. It will be picking up the spike and then immediately committing in. But the thing about this is the defense is actually here. Shock darts will stop Jonah P from his first attempt.
Oh, Trent.
Just before the poison cloud comes up.
Okay, well, we're seeing the breach into this one for sure. Been waiting for it for a little bit, but this is the one. Hud's dead again. It's a 2v4. Keep an eye. The Killjoy's the person that can win this round. Neck can win this still. Neck gets 1. Neck gets 2. Might have done enough. 22 HP.
Leaving a chance here for Tex. 1v2 situation.
Okay, nicely done. They managed to get their first round a lot better. Honestly, though, if I'm going to be pretty critical, I don't think Trent needed to go into a smoke. I feel like just staying alive there when you're the VIP is the whole point of the VIP.
Trying to do a little too much there. Trying to run the fake with the ult of Valen.
But we'll give them that.
Even though they had full sight control,
they needed a round. He was feeling generous.
Rotations and utility to be set down by M80 to disrupt the plant, do some damage. Tex never got regrowth, by the way. It was just never a situation where it could happen. Jonah was too busy using utility to clear out the site, so that kept them vulnerable in that last clutch moment to be an easy target. Nonetheless, the result is M80 get their first round on the board, but boy, do they need a whole lot more.
Yeah, I'll say.
Get out of my way.
And honestly, you just kind of have to string together a couple here just to create a conversation point. Because even in that round, it still wasn't all that comfortable. That was behind a couple of ults.
Chat, if M80 lose this round,
the
money is not going to be great. They at least won with that with a good amount of people alive. Killjoy goes down. Killjoy on this one. Nice trade. What the hell is that?
Does at least shut down one. The lockdown will stay safe.
Nice push from them, though.
Very labored rotation off the site.
I was going to say, these offline.
But he will get out, avoid the detainment.
Big kill from Valen.
And in the process, actually, Valen gets one on the long.
They got a 3v4 retake with the VIP alive with the smoke here.
Yeah, looking quite good. He's trying to clear out garage, but the counter Trailblazer is going to slow him down from taking any space that direction.
And when they go in, does the smoke go off? Wait, where is the smoke? I thought I saw it on the minimap. Must have been Omen smoke. Oh, it's the smoke on the spike itself, so that one's going to work.
Guard have plenty of pockets. Don't have to worry about trying to hold on to weapons here.
Ooh.
EU gets another. It will leave an opportunity.
Yeah, they were going to save, and then he got that kill.
Forward, but try to break down this post planet long.
Ooh,
EU. Hold on. EU gets another. Oh, now just down to Val.
Oh, man, he does it again, the 1v2. Just get him down long. Just get him down long. He'll do everything else.
Number 4 in clutch percentage for all of NA challengers. That's both splits, midseason face-off, and playoffs. He was top 5 in clutch percentage, and he's in the same spot, number 4, here at Ascension. And you got to see an example of it right there. Set up beautifully for him, obviously, with the long C hold. And a lot of clock burnt, but still just choosing his battles wisely, never over-facing, never allowing his opponent too much of a chance to fight back as he gets the hat trick there, and the guard continue to rise.
Like I said, the money's not going to be good with this one, and pretty much that. It's a weird buy right now. It is just a straight up force.
Kind of a playbook is concerned.
We have a Sheriff, a Stinger, 3 guns.
Stretching out this guard offense and also being able to kind of put them into a corner here. The guard have done a really nice job at avoiding the external plays and finding a route in. This time M80 tries to turn things up by getting the Hunter's Fury out early. It will not land, though, onto much. Contact here over towards A. That goes the way of Tex, who gets 2. Xander up high, couldn't quite find his shot. And the guard worked their way on for their plan.
For that first kill looked so fast, by the way.
To get the first one, but the second one felt out of reach. It looked like a good off angle for Xander, but no, he gets both. Spike goes down. 4-on-3 post plant hold here. They know that EU is heaven now. They have 2 underneath.
All drone out, doesn't really able to scout out too much. Fault line does provide an opportunity to enter in.
The late Skylark as well.
Only gets 1. Nismo, who did find a Phantom, not able to do too much with it. And my goodness, the Carter.
Let's see where they get.
I mean, this is
this last round.
As indomitable as we've ever seen anyone play this map in this Ascension period.
Again, Tex has just been so phenomenal, man. He has stepped it up through Ascension. I mean, he was top 5 in virtually every metric throughout Challengers North America. Clearly one of the best duelists in NA. But at this tournament, he is number 1 in first kills per round. He is 2nd in ADR and KPR. So he's actually stepped up a notch from his performance within NA here in
that
these
has
playoffs.
to be
He
him.
Risen to the occasion. And they are
that
well
has
out
to
in
be
front now.
him.
A lot due to his efforts.
There's no way that's anyone else.
Well, again, holding into a corner. Oh, it's seen out. Xander's stuck here at the moment. Does not teleport back, though. Instead, he eventually gets to the top-sided box. He's got the judge out in hand. Defense did rotate to assist just in case, but The guard have backed off once again, creating question marks here for the defense of M80.
Yeah, I like that they didn't overcommit to that C play, even though they had the read that he was in the corner. They didn't want to give over anything. They know that they're in a comfortable spot here. Viper's Pit's available for post plant, but a lockdown is available for the defense on a retake. We're going to see some aggression here from Qualamu down middle. Able to get the space mostly for free.
Oh man, this is gonna be weird.
Defense
Look at this minimap.
There is a lobby presence.
Oh, man,
Oh
but
my
wait a
goodness.
second. Trent's coming to check. Oh,
Killjoy?
no, not check this. Looked like he was coming back. I thought maybe.
But do they know the other guy's in window?
Heard something,
No.
but not the case. And it's M80 who wins.
Oh
the
my
first
god,
two
they overcooked it.
eliminations.
Whose flash was this?
John Cutie
Nismo's.
trying to flush out another. The aftershock assist.
Oh, no.
Trades to allow the guard to come back into it, though. Are you kidding me? It's a 3v5 now to a 2v2.
Oh my goodness.
And with the
I
spike
can't
in hand
believe
for Valen,
how
they're
much
gonna
the
get a
team
plant
flash
off.
just saved him.
Yeah, he's able to shroud step his way out of danger and get that spike down. As you said, Texas going to cut off any
was
rotations
an actual
that might
Mystic.
come through the B-Link. All he has to worry about right now is long. He's able to teleport across the plat, which may catch them off guard because they had eyes. They may not realize he teleported to the other side of this.
Well, that dark cover going down will surely give them some idea that it could be.
Oh, he saw him.
Recon Bolt does not
now
reveal
what?
Valen. Doesn't get through the dark cover, I don't
Yeah,
think.
what the hell did you do?
So that could be a critical miscue here for M80. They're still looking towards back plat, and they do take down Valen. Tex, though, now
Tex
the
got
1v1
that
as he's already found Nismo.
Wow, man, they
Shot
can't
down
lose
Tex.
every
Oh,
single time it's a
God, just
1v2.
doesn't miss.
What is that, 3?
Shots
Did I
clean.
mention Texas good?
It's at least 3.
sure did.
It's 3 that I
did,
can
yeah.
remember.
I just wanted to make sure. I wasn't really just, you know, I feel like it was important to clarify just how strong this man has been throughout Ascension for this squad. You could very easily call him the best player of Ascension thus far. Just the impact he has had has been astounding. I mean, that was the crazy thing about the guard is they came into this year keeping their core four, but they lost a big piece in Saya player. I mean, he was such a phenomenal duelist for that team last year in the VCT.
Oh, yeah.
And so Tex had
Yummy
massive shoes to
_8,
fill,
what's up,
and
dude?
I
2 months.
wondered about him
Thanks for
because
saying that as
he
well,
was a
bro.
guy
Thanks
who
for the prime.
benefited
Appreciate you.
heavily from the chamber meta last year.
Of course, mate.
And I was wondering how his transition back to a duelist would
11-1.
be, but he has risen
What-
to the
what
occasion
can we
each and every
say?
time. He has been
Nothing really needs to be
everything
said.
this team has wanted and more.
Crazy
Well,
dominant.
To
we
fill
swapped
those
the
shoes.
sides, and now M80 they have to win this pistol, flat out. Otherwise, the game is pretty much just over.
You don't say.
Yeah, I do in fact say. Wow. And how about it? Tex, little heat check coming through. Net's able to get first blood through the Toxic Street. And how about Tex on the hunt? John Cutie will.
What is this,
deter him
bro?
from getting too far forward. Qualanoob also in a pretty cheeky position deep in towards enemy lines.
Look, how
but
is
does not
he-
expect Trent to come out
I'm
from
so
behind.
confused.
Blindsides him, and now it's a 4v3 with Trent.
What
upgrading
is
to a
this
ghost.
pistol, man?
Although
Everyone's
John Cutie does
everywhere.
get us to more level terms. Sheriff shot land, so we get to a 3v3.
Swifty for life, what's up? 7 months. 7 months goes quick, yeah.
Yeah, free passage
From the
for
start of
sure.
the
They
year,
also
right?
have
Thank you,
control
thank you.
of the
Appreciate that,
defensive
Swifty.
area with that smoke that's being put down as well.
Thank you for the
block
7
defensive
months.
rotation. The guard
Oh.
making lots of
Oh,
noise.
that's a
Xander knows what
mistake.
he's up against, but no one's half the battle.
Oh, he's alive somehow.
That is a key 1v1 win for Jonah P, but he does get immediately shut down.
This one's
No
all
help
over the
though for
place.
M80. Fault line comes out. Xander tries to use it as a timing check, but does not quite find it perfectly. Flash behind it, and how
Pretty
about
impressive,
it?
actually, that double
M80
swing.
will
Nicely done. Nice
survive
flash
through
from
the
them.
pistol, thanks to Xander getting the final two.
If we are just keeping track of pistols, it's 2-2.
And so
One on
they have
each map.
found a little bit of a rope thrown out to them in these turbulent waters, but there is still so much to trudge through to try to get back on the boat, try to make something happen. But hey, the first step is the first step.
Yep.
The pistol was all over the
Of course,
place.
we saw a crazy comeback effort
The
from
pistol felt
guard
like TDM.
on the previous map. Don't want to count M80 out just simply by the fact that I know the guard has struggled defensively closing games on this map. I've just seen it too many times throughout the year. There's been a lot of games this year where they've been able to get, you know, their 6 to 8, even 10 defensive or attacking rounds and then still just not be able to quite finish the job on defense.
Yep.
And so that's the one thing that maybe M80 can try to use to try to get back into this, but even still, it's going to be tough. This is a much different situation. The guard has a much more dominant grasp of this game than what they've had in the past when they faltered.
Little tech pause here. so M80 will have to kind of stew on that a little bit longer. And for the guard, I think you just got to know where your win conditions are. How do you win 2 rounds? Just at worst, look to get it done with full buys and ultimates. They've been so clean, as I would say, anybody, more so than anybody that we've seen through either North American challengers or here at Ascension when it comes to being able to execute on full buys. So you can't get into panic mode too soon is what I'm really kind of hinting at based on what you're saying here, especially with the things that have plagued them in the past, because the builds towards 11-1 half, I mean, come on.
Yeah, coming back from this would certainly be a pretty crazy story.
Oh, the
Especially
seats.
because it would also put
The
them
seats
up
back.
2-0 in the series.
How long's this one going to be
Going
then?
into the mystery box that is bind.
Yeah.
I mean, really no other way to put it but that. We just have no idea what to expect. Obviously, the guard has built a decent resume on bind. 5-1 record. I'd say that's pretty darn
Tech
good.
balls?
Their
Nah,
only
not
loss
really.
was
I don't really like
a
them,
very
man.
tight one, the Moist
Like, it's
Moguls, one of the
never,
top 4 teams in North
never
America
feels
in
great.
challengers. They've, of course, beat 0-0 Nation overtime on the map. They've beaten all the other North American squads they've
In
ever
the
had
tech
to
balls,
face,
I'm
so
always like,
definitely
man,
you
I
favor
know
the
my
guard
team's
on bind.
impatient.
If
The
they
longer
can
this
finish
goes
thing
on,
off
the
here,
more chance of losing I have.
then that really puts them in position to potentially put this series to 2-1, and
Yep.
then it gets interesting from there.
Yeah, you got lifelines there, right? I
Yep.
mean, you drop 2 of the first 3, and M80 have done more than enough to put themselves in a position to, you know, win this whole thing, qualify for partnership for VCT. So it does feel like, again, based on just how the maps were picked and banned out,
The
if you're
Gambit
guard,
Icebox
as
balls?
any team would come from
Yeah,
whatever
that was
bracket
the
is,
long
you
one.
have to win 2 of the first
It
3.
was like an hour and a half or something. I swear it was outrageously
No,
long.
that's a fair point.
Every time they were selling, we'll be back in 10
Again,
minutes.
Certainly things get interesting if the guard were just able to not make that mishap on that final round of Ascent. How different the series
I think you could
be.
form a super team to take down your final boss mini. I mean, yeah, we need like bleed money.
Chance at that point to potentially 3-0 the series, man.
Well, yeah,
Like,
exactly, yeah.
and so that is going to be a potential storyline that might get talked about, you know, after this is all said and done, depending on how it plays out.
Sure.
But, of course, we don't know if that's going to matter or not. It's too early to call.
Yeah, the
But guards
hindsight
certainly
of
have firm control of this.
yeah, the hindsight of that one round doesn't come into conversation.
What is it? He just buy his team.
Until this thing has been well put away and against your favor.
You only said to take down
That's
Mini
the only way it
and
even
buy
gets
his
brought
team
up
from
again,
him.
I think if you're the guard. I'm sure Reddit will talk about it for a while, but
Sure. Man, what a crazy change of pace this map has been compared to the last. I mean, last we were talking about a crazy comeback effort. This time around, it just seems like the guard aren't letting up. It's full steam ahead. As we are experiencing some tech issues, apparently there's some networking problems, which of course was causing a delay to the tournament getting
Oh,
started
boy.
in the first place. That's why we were a little late getting things going. Unfortunately, not much we can really do. It just has to do with service providers in the area of the venue. So just kind of at the mercy of that situation. Actually, I'm just kidding. It's totally Shift's fault. He could easily press the start button if he wanted to right now, but he has chosen not to because he just wants to hear us talk more.
well, I'm gonna nick that in the bud right now, as we are likely gonna be on this for just a bit. So we'll send things over to just a brief break. You don't have to listen to us for too much longer until we come back. 11-2 currently.
Yeah,
the
this
guard.
might be a
We'll
little
back.
bit.
Pause has been all
The
solved
chance
and figured
this
out
is a
so
little
far.
bit.
All right, we're back to it. Sorry about the delay, folks, but it's only so much we can do here from North America.
All your fault, Shift.
Well, I'm actually in Poland, so it is a little bit my fault right now. 11-2 still to count those who jump back into it. We will have just the single marshal, a couple of pistol upgrades here for the guard after, well, then maybe need to start stringing together rounds. They need to start stringing together now.
And forever and always at this point to win it within regulation.
Dude, literally just checked my phone just to check just in case something crazy happened. We're back already. Didn't miss anything though. Chat, we're all good. Don't you worry.
There's a big
That was
C push
fast.
here defensively. And so we'll see if it's able to perhaps catch this flank.
Oh boy,
And
well,
it does.
that's a gun. J-Dash, what's up, J-Dash? Thank you so much, new member. Chat, you know what to do. Thank you, J-Dash. Appreciate you for using your Prime and Helder as well. Helder 1001 with the Prime 3 months. Thank you, you too. J-Dash, welcome in. Helder, appreciate you.
Stuck in a corner at the moment, but it's all down to the follow-up checks.
This is looking really,
Doesn't quite land into Nismo mid-reload. Shoulder seen. Nismo takes it off.
really rough.
Trying to follow up. Snakebite gets him vulnerable, but still Nismo holds
Oh
on. Still
my
stuck in the corner,
goodness.
though. Hold
Okay.
on, the guard trying to make their play forward, but as they do, everyone will drop in. It looks like the post plan for M80 should successfully hold this.
Who's the best bind team out of M80 and guard? M80 haven't played at a mill, so it's it's not looking good for them. But honestly, EG don't play bind really either, and they nearly beat Fnatic on it, so there's always that.
Sneak one through.
Okay, Nismo kind of saved them here a little bit. It was looking on the edge.
That one finishes
sure.
on their side. Now 3.
You feel like guard is the better one. Thank you for that, Doom Bros.
Long road left to travel to stop the guard from getting to map point.
Oi, 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 oi. Come on now.
Unlucky.
Damn.
Shift, what are you doing over there? Why do you keep doing this to everybody?
What's going on here?
This is.
Go on.
What's
I
going
want
on?
this game just as bad as anybody else does.
Yes. Very clearly, I just,
Tactical,
if
technical.
No one knows, I'm
Jesus.
very being sarcastic. I just feel like I have to clarify at this
Coaching
point.
brothers, do you want to do like an Ask Me Anything while we're on the tech pause or something? Fill
Definitely
the
not
time.
on us. We're struggling just as much as you folks are. We want to see the games as much as you
Slip
do.
shot,
We're
8,
at
what's
this
up?
game.
6 months, thank you, thank you.
We've been waiting all year for this, Shift and I.
Quite literally.
Quite, well, not, okay, I guess technically it's only been a few months.
Yeah, 7 months.
Ask me, okay, so the rules are, Emil says yes, and Doombros says you can ask him anything that isn't about Valorant and or Zipan playing Raze. So there you go, they're the rules, chat, get your questions in.
Right before the kicker goes off on the field
yeah.
for the game winner field goal. If you're an American
That's
football
actually
person,
very
you know
true.
exactly
Let
what
me
I'm talking
fix
about.
that.
But it's like he
You
tries
lot
to
ask
kick
the
on
questions,
first down
I'll
and
sort
gets
out
a
the
chance to kick it
VIPs.
on second, third, and fourth, and there's 8 timeouts.
Yeah, there's just so many more timeouts in this situation.
Jesus, you lot asking a lot of
Yeah,
questions,
speaking
fair
of.
play.
And we also know that's not the way that rule would work in the NFL.
Oh, chat, relax, chat. One question at a time, relax
This
yourself.
is,
Form a queue.
man,
It tests a whole different level of the mental game in this situation too,
absolutely it does.
as players on the stage. Like, I feel like as soon as you're starting to get into a rhythm and you're starting to make things happen, all of a sudden a screeching halt happens.
Yep. I mean,
And it's just about keeping focus through all
especially
this.
Should I pick a
for
question?
M80, trying to put together
Right.
momentum.
Damn,
It's
bro, you
like
can't
an
ask who's the
intangible element
laziest
that
in
I know
each
there's like a
team.
controversy
I
over,
don't
like,
think
does
they'll
the
ask.
momentum even exist,
Actually,
like, in things like
would you
esports. I know
guys
there's, like,
answer that
very
question?
different opinions on it, but
'Cause
this is
I'm kind of
different.
in for
This
that
isn't
question.
just like momentum does or does not exist. This is quite literally you're sitting there not able to keep your hands warm. Yeah. Totally.
Damn, Doombros is answering. He's gone for Zipan.
So hopefully, just like last time,
Will Emil
things
answer
will
this one? Who's the
get pretty
laziest?
Quickly, we'll be able to get back into the thick of it again. If you're just joining us, M80 was able to pull out the win on the opening map of Ascent in a very tight fashion.
Yep.
The guard AG DQ'd the first half of this map. Set a whole new world speed run.
Damn, we got all the coaches here as
now
well.
the second half,
Coach
M80
Salah,
put
what's
the
up, bro?
fight
How we
stagger around
doing?
a little bit,
Good to see you,
but
mate. Good to see you.
certainly
Hope
the
everything's
guard
alright, bro.
Nearing that 1-1
4
series
months.
score as they're just
4
a couple
months.
rounds away from basically creating the old classic let's steal each other's map
How many
picks.
coaches we
Yeah,
got here?
that's- You know, dude, it's one of
Who
those
else?
things
Who
like
else is?
we- I
What
feel
what
like
other
we saw that
coaches are
pretty
lurking? Come on,
regularly
show
in,
yourself.
like, the
Minnie,
America's
I
Grand
know
Finals in
Minnie's.
both the
Minnie
two
has to
stages,
be
both
here.
for-
It's a
and I think
final.
maybe also
There's
happened
not
in
a
Face
chance
Off.
Minnie's not here.
May have.
Quite done, but I feel like every time we take all this great time to set up from the desk, it's like, yeah, these are the maps, these are what these teams are good at, these are the comps we expect, and this is how it should go. It just doesn't end up going that way.
No, I mean Ascent definitely did not go the way I expected at all. I mean,
no.
it's one of those things where like it's very much the guard's home turf. It's very much a 50-50 map for M80. If you look at the
Laziest
course
must be
this year,
Eamon. That is
and,
spot on,
I
actually.
mean,
Eamon
it's
tries to get
crazy
away with
comeback from the
doing
guard
no
to make that
work, if
map
anything.
competitive, and then if we're honest, it kind of just
That's actually a
man,
great shout.
again, depending on how this series plays out, that round may haunt them.
Oh, absolutely.
That final round. Again, if all's kosher, if they want to win the series anyway, which they're certainly on pace to, you know, tie up the series at least.
We worked at a graveyard for
Yeah, that
6
was
years.
kind of a wild one,
Damn.
and now we're here
Nasty
on
Blaster
Haven, so
18,
that
what's
we
up, bro?
very
With the
much
whole
favor
year. Chat, you know what to do.
I would argue
You lot were
this is
spamming
definitely
questions,
their
now
best
spam
map.
some
It's
slugs.
certainly
Thank you for
their
the prime, bro.
most
Thank you for
played,
that.
and it's
For the whole
their
year.
highest win percentage. As far as maps that are still in the active pool, I think Lotus is like. maybe
Have
the
I
only
met
other
Chat?
map you
Yeah,
put
we
there next to Haven as being
we both thought we had
kind of their
COVID
home
together.
turf. And they have gotten rattled so far.
So
here.
we
yeah, it's been
we
very
bonded
interesting.
over that.
Obviously, a lot of it, I'm sure, comes down to, you know, the pressure of what's on the line. It also comes down to the fact that these two teams have faced each other so many times. I mean, this is their 5th series against each other this year. So there's a lot of mind games. There's a lot of
Yeah,
shouting.
how'd you make everything weird?
You know, trying to pull the wool over each other's eyes, but at the same time, we also haven't seen any comp changes to these two maps yet.
Correct.
So there hasn't been any curveballs in that regard. But what there has been, particularly on the guard side, is they have definitely brought a higher tempo more often than usual.
Sure.
I mean, they're usually a very well-balanced team where they certainly are capable of playing, you know, that up-tempo, but they generally are a little bit more methodical. They like to move around a little bit more, and they just occasionally don't change, but we
QT,
see
thank
them
you so much.
very,
Thank you.
very
With the
proactive.
Prime,
And this
7
map in
months,
particular,
1 month in a row.
And,
And QT has got a question for you, Doom Bros. The question is, Boaster or FNS?
Kind of a curiosity point, talking about like recency bias and things like this. Like these first two maps are very,
QT,
very
thank you
much
for the
so
Prime.
staples of the previous series that these two teams have played up against each other. Of course, most recently.
Do we know the reason for
in
the tech?
bracket
It's
itself,
it's
but
something
we
network
also saw them
based.
play this
Is
during the grand
the
finals
gist
in
that
North
I'm
America
getting.
for challengers. I mean, it's been a very rehearsed map set.
Doombro
in these
says,
first
Boaster,
two
I
for
would
these
say,
two
but
squads.
FNS
So,
in terms
you know,
of
there is something to be said
mid-rounding.
about how close those maps had been previously.
I like
even
that
though the win
answer.
records
That's a
would
good
favor
answer.
one team over the other. I mean, when you're dealing with 13-11s, 13-10s, 13-9s, like those are all very winnable maps. So this would be the first time that we've really seen any map, largely, between these two teams be this much of a blowout.
Right.
Salah asks, Doom Bros, which EU franchising team would win in a full team
We've got
fist
plenty of
fight?
time.
It seems like it.
EU
Is that
team?
there was a discussion on the desk, and you know, I tend to agree that as this series drags on, the map pool starts to tilt.
Yeah, it
maybe
probably
more in
would be
M80's
Koi.
favor. Like,
I think
when you
so.
think about the fact that the final 2 maps of this series, should we need them, are Pearl and Split. I mean, those are maps that M80 have definitely looked very sharp on.
The crowd's
In
sleeping.
particular, their Split has been fantastic. We've already seen them play it multiple times this tournament and get some wins, but just generally speaking, even before this event started, they were, you know, fairly strong on Split within NA Challengers. And then Pearl, you know, they've won 4 of their last 5 matches, including a win over 9Z in the lower bracket of this
We
one.
need,
They narrowly lost
we need
to
a
Union in
1v1.
groups.
Need a
Yeah, it was
1v1
like a
in this
triple
game.
overtime, if I remember correctly. So
That's
yeah,
right. And the thing about that loss to the Union, they
Can I invite artists to this call? Nah, he asked me earlier. Not a chance. I'm not having my first duo cast with artists, man. Come on.
It's one of those things that they really
There would be
found, I
no
think,
talk
something
about
that's
the
hot right
game.
now for Pearl well for them. So yeah, absolutely. I think
Something would happen and Artist would just be talking for a long time, both getting crazy distracted. I mean, he would be good for the tech balls, I'm not gonna lie. If there's this many tech balls, maybe we consider it. He'll just stop playing chess in the middle of the tech balls or something.
You feel like your job has been done, but I think you were hoping to do something a little bit more competitive, at least early on your own map pick. So some mitigation there.
And again, Bine's going to be the mystery, right? I mean,
Artist's chat is wild, bro. Are you surprised? Are you surprised?
Amount of power on, but we just have no idea what M80 has in store. They've never played. It's always been kind of a ban for them, but they didn't get that luxury this time around. Coming from the lower bracket, the guard got to dictate the pace of the pick ban. And what do you know, Schiff? We managed to carry that thing all the way through back to the
Let's
action.
get back into this. Some good answers.
Names for our
Really good answers down there. Okay,
right,
we're back into it. Fast buy against the bonus.
No one would ever listen
Right?
to this podcast, but
Yeah.
you put all of the caster vamps into like episodes.
This
of
is the
podcasts.
bonus,
It's
but
like
they
30
lost 2
minutes
guns,
of
so they
caster
decide to
vamp
buy
going
into
back
it.
and forth.
Podcast,
So it's kind of just a straight up buy v buy right now. It's kind of all on this to an extent.
Yeah.
This is one step of
not
like
these days, they're
6
all
that
online, but
M80
yeah,
need to
true.
do.
The virtual
One
green
day.
room.
Some little steps mixed in
Full
there as
purchase
well.
here, though, largely for both teams. Bulldog for Xanders. That's the only thing really kind of hindered as we approach this round. Also, a couple of light armors across the board for the guard. But a delayed approach here for M80, just kind of taking their time, seeing if the guard want to try to do something feisty, which at the moment they are not fully. But there may be a check here towards John Cutie. But no, he backs off just before.
It's a dink.
He took a little bit of something with him.
Yeah.
He's carrying some extra lead.
11
He
HP
weighs
for his
a little
score,
bit heavier
which is
than he did before he
11-11 as
left.
well.
Or a little bit less, depending on how much that pound of flesh was worth.
That flew off. Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go, Tex. What you got?
Tex might be in a weird
One.
spot.
Gets the first.
Oh man, that's the
Surely
11
not
HP.
more, no. John Cutie gets the pinch up. But
Oi,
oh
oi, oi,
boy,
timing.
Jonah P from behind this
Oh
plate. Just a
boy.
toss the screen
Oh,
this way. Does he
he
check
stole
left?
them all.
May not matter.
Nicely
Valve
done from
inside the
Valen.
site
Well,
will do pretty much everything
this might be a
required
fast
to
map.
hold on, and that will put the guard at 12. As Xander can do
Valen's
nothing
been
for C-Long.
crazy good, by the way, on this map.
So they will have
He's been
9
really, really good.
chances to put
Don't know what the
this
actual
one away
scores
in
are, but it feels like
regulation
he's
and
fragging
even the
pretty heavy.
series up at
16 to
one apiece.
8.
Again,
It's actually
opening
relatively
the
even.
series by sealing each other's map picks and keeping things on equal footing. Again, for a rivalry that has been.
I think this is the first time where I don't agree with you. I don't think the observers have been great, but this one, I don't know. It felt like that guy was going to get a lot. I wasn't too. This is the one where I'd be like, that was alright from the observer.
The crowd seems electric as
It was
well.
close to him getting
They're
2.
just happy they're seeing gameplay.
I'm sure that's a lot of it. I'm sure
9
that definitely has a lot
chances
to do with it,
to
as it
close
seems
this
like
out,
most of the
and I
people
don't
in the
expect
crowd
this to
are
go
not
too
in
much
favor
lower.
of the guard.
Oh, here we go. M80, little YOLO
check the corner,
play
though, right?
see Paranoia right across the rolling thunder. Nobody checks Tex in the
Oh
corner.
my.
He dashes across
What?
it. Oh my goodness. He gets up close and personal with John Cutie. Flash out. Jonah P gets a little bit sideblind.
Okay, well there it was, nice and fast. I think the tech pauses were longer than the actual game itself, to be honest.
The guard bounced back in a major way, while also surviving through the length